Hey y'all, it's Molly with Mini Acres, and I'm going to show you around the farm. Of course, there's always something going on and lots of new things for me to share with you. Today is July 16th. We're going to walk over here and look at the garden. I'm going to show y'all some stuff that I'm going to hold myself accountable to get done this weekend. Hopefully I'll show y'all that stuff tomorrow. I don't know if you can hear my husband. I don't know what he's working on out there at the barn, but it sounds like he's grinding something. So, do you see this Hot Mess Express? I came out here last night and thought I was gonna pull some weeds, and I about cried because the weeds are so big and so deep I can't pull them. What I think I'm gonna do is just try to cut back as much as I can, especially at least around my okra and sweet potatoes that are out here. That's all that's out here that's growing that matters, and worry about the rest later. But over here we have the rows where I've started my flowers. So that's the first set of sunflowers that y'all saw me plant in the last video, and they're already huge. Sunflowers to plant out tomorrow, and I need to stake them up, and I don't have more netting. Why am I pointing? This is annoying. I don't have more netting, but I'm gonna use stakes and twine and just hopefully make a corral for them. The next thing I wanted to tell y'all for sure, that I know that I hadn't told y'all yet, I don't think, is that the three roosters, oh no, he's giving himself away. The 3 roosters that were going to freezer camp, they didn't go to freezer camp. We gave them to our friend who was going to the sale in a town about an hour and a half away, but someone had given them turkeys. Hey Sarah, did I get you a husband and a sister wife? Look at him. Doesn't he look terrible? Hey, he's all molting. So a friend of a friend of a friend had turkeys they were just getting rid of, and they were all just, they all looked like this. There were some blue slates I kind of wanted, but when I saw a tom and a hen that were the same as Sarah, I thought, well, I'm just going to get them. Yes, and give Sarah a husband. So she likes him enough. I don't know what happened to his eye. He's got one eye that's swollen. The guinea has left. This one guinea, she's all alone, and let's see if I can find Elvis. There's fat Elvis, and up there is little Elvis. So the sad story is that Priscilla went missing, and I assumed that she was under the house or somewhere on a clutch of eggs, and that she would just come out with babies at some point soon, and it never happened. So something must have gotten her. So what wound up happening is little Elvis and the one guinea paired up until the big Tom came. And now she goes everywhere with him. We're going to walk over to the other garden, and I'll show you what I'm going to do over there this weekend. Hey, Desi. Hey, Claudette. These 2 free range, and then they sleep on the back porch at night. They just come in like they live in the house. They are working on this area. Do y'all know, I keep forgetting to look it up, if chickens eat poison ivy, is it still okay to eat their eggs? Alright, y'all are watching me. I'm putting these eggs down right here. Look, y'all remind me to come back and get these eggs because I'll forget them. Oh, that looks sad. I should water it. So one thing that's on my to-do list is to water my garden because we actually haven't had rain. We've been watching the storms go around us for days now, and so things are finally starting to get dry. So I'm going to water everybody, but also I'm going to fertilize too. Oh no! She fell down! Look at this gladiola. It's taller than me. So this is on my to-do list. These are the sunflowers that need to get planted this weekend. About 50-ish sunflowers. And then I've got squash, zucchini, I don't know any blah, blah, blah. I think I'm going to see what all I can fit in here. Can y'all see my little red wasp friend? I'm assuming she's the mama, and she watches me every time I come out here. I don't know if you can see her. I really need to pick some beans. Oh, wow. There's a cucumber in here I was waiting for today to get. We're going to get him. So this is the muncher, and we really like this a lot. I actually used a few of these to make Holly's cucumber salad from Sean at the Modern Yeoman. He was sharing that in one of his videos. I'll link to that so you can try the recipe. It was really good. Look how pretty, that is how pretty a birdhouse gourd flower is. And there's some new gourds that it's put on too. So I don't have just one now. Oh no, I need to get a ladder. Hey, remind me to get a ladder and get that one to come down because I don't want it to get wonky. Don't let me forget. Alright, so what did I say was on the to-do list? Weeds, planting, water. Oh, let's go get those eggs. We're going to water the garden and do some fertilizing. We're going to do that now. That's what we're fixing to do. And then I'll come back with y'all, lickety-split, and show you what I get done tomorrow. But for you, it's going to be just a hot minute. A quick peek at some progress this morning. Well, you kind of can't tell, but I planted yellow squash, delicata squash, more black beauty squash, I think, zucchinis, and I think over there are my buttercup squash that I just went ahead and put all those in this bed, and then I put bunny poo on top of it for mulch / to feed it. I picked some beans, but you can see I left a ton because the more that I was shaking this arbor thing, the more that the wasps were kind of looking at me funny, and so I thought I'm pushing my luck. So I just picked 2 really big handfuls from over here and from up top, and I'm gonna quit now. But up here is where I picked a ton of rattlesnake pole beans, and then over here mixed with this cucumber is a green bean. I think it might be my Kentucky Wonder pole bean. These vines are reaching up to the sky. I couldn't reach a bunch through there. But here's my harvest. Those are the ones from where the wasps live. Then you see the rattlesnake pole beans, the ones that look like sneaky colored, I guess, I don't know. And then the green ones. So it looks like we're gonna eat good tonight. What are you doing? Turkey, 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 turkey. Hello. Alright, I'm giving y'all a proper before, and hopefully I'll remember to make an after with my fancy, super fancy ladder. I'm about to stand on there, and I'm going to give this guy a trim. If you don't hear from me again, you will know that he fought back and won. Here's the mess, and here's the after. I think this will do for now. And I'm not worried too much about the sides until we're ready to build a gate and put it on there. I'll trim what needs to be trimmed from the sides whenever that day comes, and also when we finally get ready to put a fence up. Oh, hello, half-finished project. You didn't see anything. Now I'm going to take some clippings from the branches that are on the ground and see if I can root them and make some more vines so that I can cover the whole world in jasmine. So while I'm doing this, I am also watching my video that just went live. And if you are a YouTuber and you make videos and you do not watch your video as soon as it goes live all the way through, like it, comment, like and love your comment, and pin it, You are missing a perfect opportunity because YouTube gives you watch hour credit for you to watch your own video once, to give yourself that boost when your video first goes live, because it tells YouTube, hey, somebody's watching this video as soon as it goes live, and it'll help them push it out to people, suggest it to people, show it to your audience, because as soon as it went live, you got cracking on giving it some watch time. Follow me for more YouTube advice. That was cheesy, sorry. A quick peek at my seed starting right now. I've got my first batch of fall colored Pro Cut sunflowers going, and it's so funny because while I was putting these seeds in, I was watching Seed Faith Homestead, which is a new channel y'all should check out, and she was showing her sunflowers that she just got from Haas Tools, and I was like, that's pretty funny. Great minds think alike. Y'all should check them out. And then I started more basil. A lot of my basil has been getting blighty, and I just wanted to try starting some more. So I started some more basil in the first little 3 trays, and then in the next 3 trays I've got this mint mix that came from Ginger Ninja. That's another fun channel you should check out. And basil, chives, and then my jack-o'-lanterns that came from Maple Lawn Farm. You should follow her on Instagram. And my basil and mint and chive, you know, they're such tiny seeds. They sort of all decided that they wanted to share spots with each other, so who knows what's actually going to come up. So I'm going to get these all watered. It just stopped raining, and I didn't realize now, oh, it's really bright. But we are going to go and look at what I got done and wrap up this week's vlog. Is that what this is what I'm doing? This is what I am? Is this what we do? Okay, let's go over here and look. Can you see? Remember what it looked like? You couldn't even see down there, and now at least you can see the okra. So I did manage to get the okra, and then there's my one roselle. They were shadowed by weeds. I gave up when it came to trying to rescue my sweet potatoes. They are so tangled up in there, and there are so many weeds tangled up in there. Trying to pull the weeds is damaging the plants because the weeds are so deeply rooted. It's just destroying everything around them. So I've been trying to just trim them. So I'm going to come back and do some more work here. I'm ready to just torch the whole thing and maybe cover it with a silage tarp or something. But the flowers are making me happy. I got so many flowers off of these way down there, and these right here are all zinnias that I saved seeds from flowers from last year, and they're making some of the really, really cool colors this year. So I'm having a lot of fun playing with these flowers. Now let's go down here. This is my garden buddy. Here's the ones I got planted yesterday. I'm not going to move that cover. This is actually just an old sheer curtain from my daughter's bedroom that I'm using as a little bit of a shade for these plants, because I didn't harden them off for a full week. So I was giving them a little shade because it had been really sunny this morning. And then look, these are the originals. The video that y'all saw last week was when I was planting these out, and look how big they are now. And today is July 18th. They're about ready to come through the netting. Zinnias, they're about ready for me to pinch. It's starting to rain again. All the way down here, zinnias. And then we get to the basil. It's not quite big enough to pinch. A couple are maybe. And then some marigolds. Those cosmos have just really taken off. Look how big they are. And then we get down to celosia. Look how big that's gotten. And then I had last week's transplants. Look how big they are. Isn't that amazing? So I want to show y'all one cool trick. Do you see what I used to make plant stakes? That is mini blinds. The slats from mini blinds that I cut in half. I don't remember where I heard this trick, but it's been, I don't know, a long time ago. Somebody had said to use like the $5 mini blinds, those really, really cheap flimsy ones, that if you use the slats from those to make plant stakes, you know, it's cheap and they last a long time. Well, these blinds have been in our house for 16 years and it broke. We couldn't fix it. So I decided what a perfect opportunity to just use these things. They are massive. They're kind of way too big. But I actually kind of like how big they are, because if I had been able to put them out there with my melons and stuff, I wouldn't be confused about what's what out there in the garden, right? So I used a garden marker. So it's a permanent marker, but it's like UV whatever. So it isn't going to fade with the sun like the permanent marker did on like my plastic spoons. This wraps up this weekend's activities and my fun little how-to to make your own garden markers. Subscribe for more fancy and totally bougie garden tips. Or whatever. I'll see you in the next video. I also don't think I told... I'm gonna fall on a horse. Let's wait for that airplane. Shall we? Where are you going?